So yeah, this will be it for yarn related things. Now I will just talk a little about my trip. It was amazing! We had 2 weeks in Japan. First week we decided to spend in the Kanto area, which is Tokyo area, and we stayed a few nights at my friend Melissa's place. She's on a PhD there in Tokyo, and we went to some nice places like in Kanto area, like Kamakura, which I love. We went to Kamakura where I love again the Great Buddha monument, and there's also a great Buddhist temple called Hasedera. And it so happened that there was also an exhibition in a museum of a painter that I mentioned in my master's thesis, because I wrote about Japanese painters. So I just could go and see an exhibition of his paintings. That was amazing. They were wonderful. And his name, if you're interested, it's Kaburaki Kiyokata, and he was born in Tokyo, but during the war he moved to Kamakura and he stayed there for good. So what else? Yes, we went to Nikko, which is the famous mausoleum of, well, it's not the whole Nikko, there's like a whole bunch of temples, but we went for the main one, which is famous for being the mausoleum of the first Tokugawa shogun. And we stayed in that wonderful traditional Japanese hotel founded in 1666. Isn't that the Battle of Hastings? I think it is. Anyway, it is very, very traditional, and it has onsens, meaning the hot baths, also outside, so that you're outside, you have like pretty rocks around you, and the river falling, like moving under the pavilion in which you are. And the food there was amazing. There were so many courses, you know, because Japanese cuisine, it's they usually serve you small dishes, but many of them. So they kept bringing food, and we were just like, oh my god. It was a bit pricey, but we stayed only one night, so I thought, why not? Why not? And we don't regret it. It was amazing. And there was this rope bridge that goes over the river, and there were umbrellas. Like when you wanted to go from the main building to the building where they served dinner, you had to cross the bridge. So to cross the bridge when it was raining, you could use the hotel umbrella just to cross the small bridge. And there were like modern plastic umbrellas prepared there, but also the traditional ones made of paper. And that was just so beautiful. Maybe I will put a photo with me and the umbrella there. So after that 1 week, we also met with some friends in Tokyo, and after that week we went to Nara where the conference was, and it was a really long conference because it lasted for a whole week. Gleb skipped like 1 or 2 days of that, but other than that I was on my own, and I was also again meeting friends or just roaming around. And yeah, I've seen so many wonderful places and ate so much delicious food. I think I gained some weight. But anyway, I also had the opportunity to meet a lady who makes masks for the Japanese traditional No theater. And I could touch them, I could even try them on. And she told me so much about the mask making, and she showed me her tools and everything. That was very interesting. She also happened to know personally the grandson of the painter of whom I wrote my master thesis. So she also told me some family scandal stories you don't see in the books, which was also incredible. Yeah, so our stay was wonderful. Gleb really loved it too, and he was very happy with the conference as well. The next one, because it's a conference that happens every year in a different place. This year it was in Nara, next year it's probably Oxford. And yeah, it was a great thing, and also my parents stayed with Stasio for us, so we could just regenerate and have some vacation, really. Even though Gleb went for a 1 week long conference, but whatever. It was just rest, really needed and appreciated. So now, if you have any questions whatsoever to my Japan trip or to my crafty life or just anything, you can use the Ask the Wolf thread in our Ravelry group, because we have a Ravelry group, Wolff&Schafe podcast, and there you can ask me questions and then I can answer them on the podcast. So that's that, and finally I think I can show you what I brought, and I won't be showing you everything because I brought so many things, but just a selection, so you can get the image of that. So I started already showing you the pottery we brought, but that's not everything. I also brought this cup, and it has also Nara written here. I really love this style. This is typical Japanese pottery that is uneven and asymmetric and crude and rough at some points. I just love this style. So when I saw it, this was also on sale, I think $7 or something, so I just had to have it. And also I bought this. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I wanted to buy a small teapot that I could use for me, like when I'm alone at home and I drink tea throughout the day. I could just use a small teapot and then use my tea leaves more economically, because with green tea, you know, it's like that. You can use the same leaves 3, maybe even 4 times, and it's still good tea. But if I use a bigger pot, then I can't drink that much in a day. It just so I just wanted to have something small, then I would put less leaves and be more economical about it. And this is just beautiful. It's just, there are flowers here and here. And I also wanted to have a handle like this because it's cool, and I didn't have something like this and I want it. So it's great. Oh, in Kamakura there is a shop of Studio Ghibli. If you're familiar with Japanese animation, they are like one of the most famous ones for movies for children, and they made, for example, My Neighbor Totoro. So maybe you've seen my Totoro that I got from my friend Christine. She made it out of felt. It's very, very cute and amazing. Uh, and I bought myself a teacup, and it's just beautiful. I have to zoom. Look, 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 it's so cute. And there is some more here. Isn't that cute? Amazing. So this is the style completely different to this, of course. But yeah, I really wanted to have something like this. To be, yeah, like, you know, very, very sophisticated and elegant and cute. So this is the pottery I brought. It's a lot of pottery if you consider that I had to bring it in my suitcase. But I did not stop at that. You know, if you're familiar with the previous episodes, that I'm a Sailor Moon fan, and maybe you remember this yarn. It's my one and only self-striping sock yarn. It was inspired by my favorite character from Sailor Moon, which is Sailor Pluto. And I bought the figurine! So, you know, sometimes it takes your dream like almost 20 years to come true, but it still can come true. I love it. I love her. She's just perfect. And she's standing there on my shelf. And I'm happy. I'm a happy owner of Sailor Pluto figurine. That's not all, however. When I was in the Studio Ghibli store, I also bought something for my son. Oh, I also bought a towel with Totoros, but I bought this for him. This is his new cuddly toy, and this is the Totoro with a little sack. I think they collected nuts there or something from the woods. So yeah, I think it's very cute and he likes it. But I bought even more for myself. When I was in Paris last December, I stayed at my friend's place. He is Japanese, but he lived in France, and he had cuddly toy slash cushion creatures called well, they were called, but they don't really look like capybara. A capybara, and they were so amazing. So he had two, and he lent me one of his capybaras to sleep with when I was staying at his place, so I could just, you know, snuggle with it. And I slept so well with that. I decided when I go to Japan, I buy it for me, because you can buy it, I think you can buy it on Amazon in the States as well, and of course on Amazon in Japan, but they don't send it abroad. I don't know, it's a kind of like a capybara protection law or something, but they just don't send it abroad, so I just couldn't buy it. So when I was in Japan, I bought it. And it's here! Look at these little legs! Yeah, that's why I say it doesn't look like a real capybara, because no creature could stand on legs like this. But she is so cute! And I sleep so well with her. It's just amazing. So of course my son wanted to take it for himself, but he has already, like, his bed is filled with cuddly toys. So I said, this one is for Mama. And he started to respect that. He tried to grab it, but in the end I think I'm safe. And what else? Oh, I mentioned the shop with kimonos. I went to a shop with kimono, well, mostly kimono accessories and some yukatas, which are like cotton kimonos for summer, and some regular, almost regular kimonos. But yeah, I went there on my own, and I bought a belt for me, and a yukata for Gleb, and a belt for him, of course, because for some time he wanted to have it, and I decided, yay, I'm here, I have some time, I can pick something for him. So I bought him a yukata and a belt, and I bought a belt for me, because I do have some belts, but they are mostly like more for more sophisticated occasions, and I wanted something, you know, more everyday type. So I bought this. These are pandas, and it's reversible, so it can be either green or purple with these nice patterns, and it's not as serious as my other belt, so I can wear it for less sophisticated occasion. And there are pandas all along, like you open it and they are here too, and here. So yeah, just if you're curious, this belt is 4 meters long, because you need to tie it on yourself. And I also bought the cord. It's so-called obijime, which you tie on top of the obi belt, and this lovely, well, scarf, let's call it, with butterflies. You use it to put basically under the belt and to position the cushion for the knot on your back. So it's like a set, and this is silk. This is pure silk, and this is polyester. Also because it's easier to wash polyester, and also because it's cheaper. So yeah, so this is a set with this. And with this, what's interesting, the lady there helped me pick, and it has some like powder rose, like pink, but there's also some green added, so it will match the belt perfectly. And when I went to the shop with used kimonos with my friend, I couldn't resist. I had to buy another belt for myself. Because about kimonos, kimonos are garments that you can pass through generations, really. Because first of all, they're extremely expensive. Second of all, you usually put a lot of care to them so they can last. And the problem is that modern Japanese people, they are much taller than their grandparents. So they are taller in general, which makes it difficult to wear your grandma's kimono, because you have a sleeve until here, and that's unacceptable. So that's the problem with used kimonos. Other than that, if you're a tiny person, it's a great opportunity, because they are usually in a very good shape. Well, of course, the price also depends on the shape. And I just wanted also another more everyday use belt. and I chose this. I think it's wonderful. It's the fabric is quite rough, and it has it's also like two-sided, so you can use it, you can match it differently, like with different kimonos. It's, I would call it something similar to tweed. Can you see it? So it has these points where there's different color. And the umbrellas, you guys, I just had to. So this one is not polyester, but it was, yeah, it's the real thing. I suppose it's, I don't know for sure what it's made from. It's surely not natural. I don't know if it's, maybe it's linen or something like that. But anyway, awesome! And it's the thinner type, which you can wear with more everyday outfits. So these are my bells, and is there anything left I wanted to show you? Yeah, I think that's it. I think the episode is already very long, and I also have a lot of work with preparing for the festival, because yeah, it's getting close. And for example, I'm preparing some mini skeins, and well, I have to make like a simulation of my booth, so when I get there on Friday I can do it quickly, not just start deciding where I put what. So yeah, I will be pretty busy. I also have like a mountain of laundry after our trips, because you're not allowed to do laundry on Sundays in Switzerland, so I couldn't do that yesterday. So I have to get to work, and oh guys, I missed you. I missed podcasting so much, and I was so sorry I couldn't post anything earlier, but I did not have a really decent internet connection when I was traveling. So, and I did not have my computer, so yeah, so I just really couldn't make anything. Even though I had some videos, I couldn't edit them, I couldn't post anything new, but I hope you stuck with me. And again, thank you to everyone who participated in the Unicorn Along. We are so happy and that you took part in it, and happy knitting. And I will see you next time after the festival. And then again, there will be, I hope I won't be too busy to make a video of the festival for you. If I am, I'm sorry, it will be my first time vending at the festival. So we will see. Bye! Mów, co to zapłacisz, dobra? Aha.
Hi guys, so I'm in Nara and I was planning to finally sit in a park and knit a bit, but there has been no sunny day at all during our stay. So and it seems it will be raining again. So I will just walk you through the park a bit. Okay? So this is Sarasawaike, so called, a pond where you can often see some turtles, tortoises. Oh god, I don't know because in Polish we have only one word for them. Well, those that live in water. And there is the beautiful Kofukuji temple. Okay, so now we are entering through this lovely Tori gate, the red one, Nara Park, a place where I've spent a lot of time when I lived in Nara and which I love deeply. See, there is moss, there are trees, and of course, in the distance you might see deers, but soon enough you will see them really close, like here. Oh my god, on the camera their eyes look like lanterns. Hello. Oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty, my dear. My dear. Hi. Hello. We are so used to tourists. Uh, the camera shows them like Cujo or something. I wonder if you can hear them making these cute noises. Oh god. They look cute, but on the camera, really? The laser eyes. Oh my god, that's so funny. So, as you can see, um, we're on a spot where it's kind of close to the Kofukuji temple that you've seen, is the pagoda one. To the left, we have Kasuga Taisha Shrine, which is a very old Shinto shrine here, and there is also hi cutie, and there is also the Wakakusayama mountain which you can climb. But we go here. I think I've figured out where I can hide and knit in peace. There is a lovely pond here called Ukimido, and there is a roof, and I can just rest there and chill out and knit in peace. And these buildings are very old places for, yeah, kind of like traditional Japanese tea houses or restaurants, stuff like that. You just cannot not love this place. It's just so awesome. It's so green. And I love moss. I really do. And I love trees, but you know that already. Oh, there's also deer poo. I don't know if you're interested in that, but you can actually buy a candy here in Nara that is in deer poo shape. I never did though, because yeah. So this place holds so many memories. Whenever I'm back to Japan, I just have to come here. It just yeah, it's just something I have to do because I love this place so much. Oh, and there in the distance you can see people using jinriksha. Rickshaw, is it in English? It's a popular touristy thing to do in Nara or Kyoto. And I must tell you, I also see sometimes female rickshaw people. I mean, Japanese women who pull those carts. I thought it was kind of impressive. And another deer here. And this nice building is public toilet because they are everywhere in Japan and I love it. I'm sorry for the camera shaking, it's just I hold the camera in my hand and it shakes when I'm walking. But just look at this tree. Isn't it amazing? And the creepy lantern-eyed deer. Hello, sweetheart. You're so cute when your eyes are not lasers. Oh my god. That's just ridiculous. They don't look like that, like in real life. Believe me, please. But yeah, I think I could just make a video, like a horror movie in Nara with them all here. So my camera turned off. Maybe the video was too long or something, but it shouldn't be. Well, whatever. Anyway, you can see this lovely gazebo there. There. Oh my god. There. Oh, and there's also this bird. Oh my god, what is called in English? Not a crane. Heron, of course. There are herons standing there. And I'm going to the gazebo because there is a roof. But of course, there are some other people who thought exactly the same thing. Well, except for knitting, I suppose. Hi, dear. So yes, here you can also rent a boat when the weather is nicer. Now, as you can see, it's raining. But yeah, I've been here with Gleb when... Oh, sorry, I scared you. And there's a blue heron and a white one. I hope they won't run away. So anyway, when I was still here... No, of course they will. They are not as chilled about tourists as the deers. So to finish my thought, when I was still here as a student and Gleb visited me for 2 weeks, we did get on a boat here and it was very romantic. So yes, I'm getting to the gazebo now and I will just relax a bit, drink some bottled tea and have a nice time.